What's going on, bosses? My name is Kat.
And I'm Josiah.
And this is
Boss Up With Us, the channel that's all about personal development, finance, and entrepreneurship for individuals, groups, and couples like ourselves. Now, before we get started with today's episode, make sure that you guys subscribe and you hit that notifications button so that you get notified every Wednesday at 7 p.m. when we release new episodes of our Midweek Motivation series.
So on today's episode, we are going to discuss how we met. And of course, before we jump into the episode, we want to do our midweek wrap up. So this week we were really busy. We also went on a little date Friday night, which was really nice. That was actually our first time really going out on a date because of, the pandemic and quarantine. So we were able to go out to a nice little restaurant and get some food and just enjoy each other's presence and discuss our plans and things that we want to get rolling moving forward. You had a good time?
Yeah, I had a good time.
I paid for it, by the way. Breadwinner.
You really had to bring that up?
Breadwinner. I took my man out on a date.
Yeah.
I wanted to treat him, so I was like, you know what, babe? It was actually my idea. I was like, you know what, let's get cute. Let's, go out. It's been such a long time that we were actually able to do that. And sometimes in your relationship, you kind of just need those little moments. You just want to spruce up things, just go out and enjoy each other's presence. So I was like, you know what, babe, let's go out to eat. My treat, whatever you want. It's on me.
Yeah, it's very important, especially in our relationship where we're living separate and we have businesses that we're trying to take care of, and we're also in a relationship that we have to constantly take care of. So every now and then it's important to step aside and put business on hold and
put
just
put
each other first and just enjoy each other's company.
So
I'm gonna let Kat take over. As she said, this week we're gonna be giving the backstory as to how we met. If you guys remember those first couple episodes, we basically just explained who we are, what we do, what Boss Up With Us is, but we didn't quite give the story as to how we came into contact with each other and how we came to start building these businesses and just building the relationship that we have. We feel like that's important for you guys to understand the people behind the cameras.
Yeah.
So allow us to reintroduce ourselves.
Yeah. So Josiah and I actually met for the very first time in August of 2017. I met him through my best friend. And before we actually get into us and how we met officially for the first time, we want to take it back to 2015. Because between 2015 and 2017, there were a lot of instances where we were around the same group of people.
Yeah.
Like I was around his friends and we almost basically crossed each other's paths on several different occasions, but we didn't. So it's actually really interesting when I think back on it.
She loves telling this story.
It is, because it's really crazy. So the first time was December of 2015. I was celebrating my birthday and my best friend's birthday. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. And
I love how you're just so good with the month and the year.
Because I remember everything by big occasions. So it was around my birthday. Yeah. We went out to a club and my other friend was visiting. So it was 5 of us. We went out to a club to celebrate my best friend and my birthday. And we're there and my other friend, she meets this guy. I'm not gonna say any names, but she meets this guy and they're, talking throughout the night, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, he offers to give her a ride home, but she's like, I'm here visiting my friend, I'm staying with her. Come to find out, he literally lives 2 blocks away from me, down the block from me. This guy, come to find out years later, is actually Josiah's friend.
Yeah.
So he ended up driving us home. And so that was one instance where I was around, people in your circle. So March 2017, I went out to another club. Lord, I felt like I was partying all the time. I went to another club with my best friend again. And once again, I found out years later around a group of Josiah's good friends that he has now. They were all there. And I think you said you were supposed to come, you were outside on the line.
They were probably trying to get me to come out, and I didn't come out that time. I was I was entangled.
Well, yeah, that's a whole other story.
I was entangled, and I was probably busy. I wasn't going out like that. I used to work weekends, so I didn't like to go out and hang out a lot on weekends because I was scared I wasn't gonna be able to get up the next morning for work.
Yeah, you had work early.
Yeah.
Then it happened again a few months later, July 2017. The same friend that lives down the block from me.
Yeah.
He actually stayed in really good contact with some of my other friends, so he actually had like a game night at his house, and he invited us to come over. And I came, I was there for a little bit, but I was also in an entanglement that went very, very, very wrong. I actually found out that day the guy that I was dating at the time was in a whole relationship. That's another story. But anyway, so
I don't even remember her being there. I heard she was there. They said she was there, but I didn't see her.
Yeah, I think like when you came in, I had just like left. So we literally like missed each other like by like maybe a couple of seconds.
Probably.
August 2017 when we officially met.
All right, so boom. 2017, I graduated college. I'm now out in the world. I don't got to worry about school.
When was this, like, what, June?
June, July.
2017, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I had a lot of things going on at that time. Like I said, I was in a situation, a long-term situation.
A long-term entanglement.
And we were like on the outs at the same time. I was on the outs with some of my childhood friends. So now I'm coming into adulthood. The people around me are changing. The people that I thought were going to be super close to me are no longer close to me. But one of my childhood friends, who's like my best friend in the world, he actually introduced me to the adult friends that I have now. I'm still connected to some of my childhood friends, obviously, but...
So the adult friends that I'm talking about that I... Yeah. Those friends. Mm-hmm.
So these guys, I have been in contact with them and hung out with them a few times over the past couple years, but during this summer in particular, this is when that brotherhood really started to be formed between us all. I came into contact with her friend through them, and we stayed in contact. And then she would always tell me, she'd be like, yo, you know, I think you would be really good for my friend. You're a really good guy, whatever, and she's a good girl. And I felt like you guys, your energy would just match. It would just be so perfect. Probably 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, whatever, they came over to my house. We were all about to go out to like a little barbecue, something simple, nothing crazy.
Me and my friends were out during the day. We went out to like a pool party. What happened? She called you and was like, you said come over or something like that?
Yeah, they were like...
We were in the area.
They were in the area, and I was like, yo, we about to hang out. We about to go to like this little barbecue kickback vibes, whatever. Yeah. So it was like an after party for them because they were out
all day,
being mixy already all day. So they pulled up. It was late. It wasn't really late. It was probably like 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah. You know, regular time for us 20-year-olds getting ready to go out. So the three of them came over. They came upstairs. I knew the other two, but I didn't know Kat yet. And the three of them came upstairs to my room, whatever. I think we were about to pregame, or I was still getting ready. Me and my friend, we were still getting ready. Yeah. And
I had such an attitude.
She was just standing there looking totally unapproachable. Yeah.
I was like, hey.
I was like, who is that? Like, I had never seen her before. And she was just fire, like just so pretty. She had a nice little body. And then she just had that aura. Like me, I've always been attracted to females that like are like unapproachable, not really trying to give anybody their attention. So she naturally just caught my eye. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. You know, I told her, I was like, you don't gotta be scared. You could come in here. Don't worry. I'm not gonna bite you. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna harm you and nothing like that.
And I sat like right on the tippy toe, the edge of the bed, and I was just
at the very, very edge of my bed. And first off, I don't let people sit on my bed, period. But because it was her and because I was trying to be nice.
Well, that's why I sat on the tippy edge. I didn't know what else to say.
I was like, yo, you don't smile? Like, I'm gonna make you smile before the night is over. So I'm gonna make you laugh before the night is over.
We left your house and we went to the backyard barbecue thing. And I distinctly remember this. We went inside, me and my two friends, because I was like, I have to use the bathroom. We were waiting, like, in line to use the bathroom. And Josiah comes, and, like, he would not leave me alone. And he kept trying to make me laugh to the point where it was like, I was trying so hard not to
Should've just
laugh,
tickled you.
but like you actually made me laugh. Like I wanted to just be so mad for the rest of the night, but he was really trying to like lighten my spirits, and it worked.
Yeah.
It really did work.
Yeah. After that, I had kind of like broken the ice. So every time after, it would be like just good vibes. I would give her a smile, give her a hug, say what's up, how you doing, this, that, and the third.
Okay, so the next time we saw each other after that was Labor Day, September 2017.
So Labor Day 2017, Labor Day weekend 2017, I should say. Those same friends that I was hanging out with all summer, and those are the same guys that she had come into contact with multiple times before in the past. So we were all out and hanging out for Labor Day weekend. At this time, this is when we were like starting to put together our party promoting business. So we were always out every weekend, hanging out, partying, just having fun, living life. And we had went out this particular weekend. It was one of our friends' birthdays. So that was another person that ironically the both of us had known, and she was celebrating her birthday. So we were out, of course, her best friend and her other friends. There was a few of them, group of them, they came out, they were hanging out, and I had seen them. So, you know, like I said, I had broken the ice already, and I was already feeling her. I was like, yo, like, it's just something about her. It's just something about her. And so I went up to her. I think it was at the end of the night. We probably danced together during the night. And then at the end of the night, I had snuck up and I was like, yo, let's...
No, first of all, you didn't sneak up. My friend was taking pictures of me and you hopped in my pictures.
That's what happened? Okay, so I hopped in her pictures. I knew what I was doing though. I was being smooth, you know. I had to slide in. I didn't want to come and just be abrasive. So I slid in and took some pics with her. We still got them. I'll probably showcase them in the video, so you'll probably see it here.
But that's when you also took my phone.
Yeah.
He put his number in my phone.
So
and he was like, "Oh, send me these pictures. They so cute."
Yeah. So we took the pics, and I was like, "Yo, let me get your phone. I'm gonna send them to myself." So I took her phone, put my phone number in there, sent them to myself, and that's how I got her phone number. And proceeded to add her on other social media networks and stuff like that. But we were just friends. It was like real cordial. Like I said, at this time, you know, post-college, I was like on the outs with the person that I was in a relationship with for a long time. I was on the outs with some of my childhood friends. So things were just changing. Everything was hitting me one time. And it was a lot going on. I also had like family members and stuff like that. I think it was just, things were changing. My relationships with the people that I was close with all throughout college and pretty much all throughout my life, those relationships were changing. And so I was like, I'm not gonna force myself on this girl, especially because I'm good friends with her best friend. Right. So I'm like, I don't wanna like force it. I don't wanna rush nothing. I wanna like take my time. And according to her friend, she was telling me like, you know, she's really, you know, that's her vibe too. Like she's conservative. She doesn't wanna rush into anything. You know, she's had some bad situationships in the past. So it was like, all right. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take things slow. That same night after I put my phone number on the phone and stuff, we were riding home. It was me and 3 of my friends. So we were all in the car riding back home. And I was like, yo, you know Kat, right? I was like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get that. That's like I was like, yo, I just love her. I love her aura. I love her vibe. I was like, yo, she just looks like a fiance. Like she looks like my fiance. She looks like my wife. And I was telling them this and they were like, I guess they were just listening. They were like, yeah, bro, do you, bro? Like, go and get it, bro. Make it happen. But I was so, like, I had it all in my head already. Manifestation is powerful, y'all.
So after that, like I said, my best friend and Josiah were really good friends. And she would tell me all the time, and she would be like, Kat, Josiah, he really likes you. Like, she was like, he adores you. That's the exact word she used. She's like, he adores you. Like, he talks so highly of you. Like, he thinks you're just the best thing. And I'm like, girl, I don't got time for these men right now, okay? Like Josiah said, like, I had went through so many bad situations with men that I dated in the past that I was really like over dating. So when I met Josiah, like my mind wasn't even thinking anything like that. I was like, I don't want to date anybody. I don't want no guy talking to me. Don't even look at me. Yeah. So I was just like, you know.
Yeah, she thought I was a fluke. Meanwhile, I'm in a car telling my friends that I'm about to marry this girl, and I had never even we weren't even like a thing yet. We were just becoming friends at this time.
Yeah, literally. So what was it? October. My best friend, she hit me up and she's like, yeah, like, you know, me and Josiah, like, well, I think she was low-key trying to plan something between us. So the three of us, we went out to eat at this, like, sports bar thingy. Yeah. Oh my God, how much money we spent? I think it was like $450 we spent between three people.
I was like, yo, how did we do this? Like, I was like, how did we run up a
That's
check?
what happened when you not
taking shots at a bar where they're famous for having cheap
shots,
drinks.
Yeah. We were talking and stuff that night. I remember Josiah was sitting next to me, and my best friend, we got cute pictures from that night too though. She kept taking all these cute pictures of us.
Yeah, I bagged
and Josiah was like, oh, you got your nails done? Let me see him. And he was like holding my hand like this and was like acting like he was putting a ring on my finger. Like it was cute though, I'm not gonna lie. And afterwards you dropped her home, and I was like, I was actually closer. And you was like, oh, I could drop you home first. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I'll go with you. Like, you drop my friend off. Like,
At that point, I knew I had it. I was like, she felt the kid.
So that was late. I think I got home at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
You got back real late. And I dropped her off. And after that, you know,
it was Good Morning Miss Cat every day.
Yeah, after that.
I remember that.
I'll admit, after
every morning.
It was probably every day I was saying good morning.
I think there was probably sometimes like, would I even... I think I was out sometimes.
You was wilding?
I might have.
Oh man. Well, she definitely wasn't giving the energy that I was giving
at the time. Because remember, like I said, my mindset was like,
she thought I was just playing. She thought I was
I don't have no time. But he
games.
was so persistent. Like I got a good morning text every single day. So eventually, you know, he grew on me.
Yeah.
He grew on me. He was he's a really good texter. Honestly, like.
So long story short, just to speed things up a little bit, we ended up hanging out again. We went bowling.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we went bowling, accidentally came out with the same outfit on.
Yes, you could insert the video of that. We both accidentally ended up wearing denim shirts and green. No. We both had on denim shirts. Yeah, I'm sorry. We both had on denim shirts.
We were all just hanging out as friends. Went bowling, and towards the end of the night or whatever, you know, that's when I started talking to her, trying to pick her brain. She was like, she's not really looking into getting into anything with anybody because she had kind of like lost hope in her dating life and stuff like that.
Over it.
And so probably took her home or whatever, and then the conversation continued after the night was over. And that's when I had told her, I think we started moving towards, okay, let's set up something like a little solo date or whatever for the two of us. Like, I was like, you know, could we arrange that? Could we set that up? And sure enough, we did. Of course, she wasn't going to tell me no. So
November 30th, 2017.
November 30th, 2017. I remember that. That's one day I remember. She remembers all of those other timestamps, but I remember that one. You know, ever since then.
That was my first date. And the first date was like, I remember thinking to myself, I was like, wow, like he's so charismatic and charming. Like it was something about him like that night that really like stuck out to me.
Yeah.
And I was like kind of looking at him differently.
Yeah.
I was like,
she wasn't looking at me as just a play around little boy no more.
So after that date, we continued to talk, and you know, we definitely established a friendship first, which was very important for me.
Time out.
I can honestly say like we were friends first.
We were friends after that. I'm not gonna lie, prior to the date, we were friends.
We were friends.
After the date, we were dating. We dated for a while, took things really slow, and finally we were like, let's, you know, make this thing official and let's start building towards something. But that's our story. There's so much more to the story. We'll be unveiling more and more as we continue to grow with you guys, continue to glow with you guys, continue to boss up with you guys. Maybe in a few episodes we'll have a How We Met Part 2 where we discuss what was going on during those 6-7 months of us dating.
All right, you guys, so that concludes our How We Met story time. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you can get that notification every Wednesday at 7 p.m. when we drop a new episode as part of our midweek motivation series. And until next week, Wednesday, keep growing, keep glowing, and keep bossing up. We'll see you then.
Boss